Hi everyone, and welcome to TWF Impact, or Striker Hit. I am Renee Young, here with Lois and with Corey Graves. And today on Impact or Striker Hit, we're gonna have the Son of God, Jesus the Healer, or Jesus the Freer here. Well, it's that time of year, Lois says, where we get to see Holy Fellow Nicholas and also Jesus, Son of God. Well, that might be true, Corey Graves says, but some folks would think that you should not be doing that. You should not be having either some folks think that that's right. We will be seeing Holy Fellow Nicholas soon. We'll be seeing Jesus Christ here. But at the end of the day, we're going to see Jesus the Healer here, or Jesus the Freer, which he is the Son of God. Corey Graves says, but that's not the only grounds to what we're going to be seeing here on Striker Hit, which Impact is, but that's a Latin borrowed word. Well, the truth is, Lois said, I guess Raw was already taken, SmackDown was already taken, so they had to go with that name. And since Dynamite and Rampage were already, since Nitro and Thunder were already taken, that's why Dynamite and Rampage had to be taken. Well, when we go to the ring now, Corey Graves says, hi, I am Jesus the Healer, Jesus the Freer. Now, for a lot of folks, for all you Christendom folk out there, I am the Son of God. And about 2,000 years ago, I was brought to earth as a gift by God, as an oath kept by God, that he would free the world of sin. And since God loved all mankind and all womankind so much, God gave me, his only Son, came down to earth as a gift. And yes, I did come down to earth and I did tell everyone that they were sinful. Not to put them down, but to tell them that I could free them. And that I could free them from that sin that they had. I did many wonders during my lifetime. I helped the blind see, the deaf hear, and the speechless speak. I helped the walkless walk, and I did many other wonders. I fed a bunch of folks with many fish and many bread. But one of the biggest things I did was yield up my life. Since God loved all mankind and all womankind so much, God gave me up. God was willing to give me up. And I was willing to go through that. And through my death, and through my blood, all mankind and all womankind was healed, was freed from sin. And for the believers, the unbelievers, and the non-believers, everyone was healed, everyone was freed. Now, here comes Biggie Langston in the ring. Well, Jesus, Son of God, it's so good to see you again. And a lot of folks over the years would say that you should not be on a wrestling show. A lot of folks out there will say, well, Jesus, you are a fellow of worship, and that worship, that would make other folks mad. But I'm happy to see that you are here today. Oh, I can't stand up. Well, yes, Biggie Langston, there are those who believe that those out of their folks from other kinds of worships out there believe that I should not be anywhere, that I should not be around. Why? Because they believed that if I was around, then all their worship would not have no onward. So, everyone felt that since I was a follower of worship, no one should have me around. But it was alright for Holy Fellow Nicholas to be around because he was made up and no one would get mad at a made up selfhood. Or at least that was what they said. I forgive them, Jesus says. I forgive those who want to take me out of the world, want to take me away from the world. That was all Lucifer's doing. He wants me out of the world. He does not want God or me in the world, and he will stop at nothing to see it be done. Jesus, I just want to say, Biggie Langston said that I onlook you, I love you, and I am happy to say that you are my Lord, and you are my freer and my healer. And I'm happy to see that you are here today on Impact, here on TWF. And here comes Medusa. Oh, yeah. You're so happy to see Jesus the Healer or Jesus the Freer here. Well, you know what I'm happy for? I'm happy that Jesus the Freer or Jesus the Healer will get to see me take away your TWF heavyweight winnings from you, Biggie Langston. First off, I should tell you right now, Jesus says, wrestling and fighting is not the way to settle one's unlikenesses. Well, you do know this isn't true fighting, Medusa said. You know it's not true wrestling. You do know that. So, Biggie Langston said, you're going to shame Jesus, huh? You're going to come out here and shame Jesus and me. Oh, that's big of you, Medusa. But I forgive you. But you come out here doing that stuff, thinking you're going to get you shot the world heavyweight winnings, and it's on. I can handle this, Biggie Langston. Medusa, I forgive you, but you have sinned many times in your life. But I can forgive you of those sins. Jesus, you're the only one that can look at me and not get shift to stone. So I guess you must be holy. You need to be the Son of God. But I still want to be the TWF heavyweight fighter. And if that is a sin, then by all means forgive me for it, Jesus. I forgive you for it. Well, here comes Astronema now, who always seems to have a hang up standing up. Well, here is Astronema now in the ring now, once again, and this time Ecliptor's coming too. Renee Young said, you do know how this plays out, do you not? So let me see what I'm understanding here, Astronema says. We have Jesus here once again. You come out here being a creep, Medusa, like you always do. And you think that Biggie Langston is going to give you the TWF heavyweight winnings because you want it. Well, if you have to work for that, Medusa, and I'm the only one that can make it happen. That's right, Ecliptor says. At the end of the day, only Astronema can make that happen. And if Biggie Langston wants to fight you, Medusa, for the TWF heavyweight winnings here today on Impact, then by all means, we can do it. Yeah. We can do it right now, Medusa says. We'll do it right now, Astronema says. So here today, here on Impact, we'll see Biggie Langston fight Medusa for the TWF heavyweight winnings. And once again, Jesus, forgive us for this, whatever going on here. Yes, Astronema, Yes, Corone. I understand that, and I do forgive you for that. Yeah, well, Ecliptor says that's good to know. Thank you, Jesus. Well, once again, Jesus the Healer showed up. Jesus the Freer showed up here on Impact. Renee Young said. It was Biggie Langston with Jesus right before Medusa came out and started being a creep. Renee Young said, oh, that's right. Elois said Medusa coming out here saying she want to have a shot for the TWF heavyweight winnings that Biggie Langston won and has so far beaten Wonder Woman, Jason Voorhees, and Bobby Lashley for the keep. Well, Corey Graves says, I'm not going to say it's bad or not, but I'm going to say Medusa had every right to come out and get in the lair of Biggie Langston. But I don't think she had the same right to do that when it came to Jesus. That was sad, I will say. Well, this is for the TWF heavyweight winnings. First, she is Medusa, and he is the TWF heavyweight fighter, Biggie Langston. Ding ding ding. And Biggie Langston, it can't go over his waist because it's not that he's too big for it. But it can go over his shoulder. And Biggie Langston wants to be the fighting TWF heavyweight fighter, Renee Young said. Oh, we had a lot of those, Elois said over the years. The TWF heavyweight winnings, body slam Medusa, goes back to between 93 while we had a lot of well-known, we had a lot of those fighters. Yeah, and I tell you right now, Corey Graves said, Biggie Langston hopes that he'll be as good as Roman Reigns has been as the world heavyweight winner, but I think it'll take more than having free fights it'll take more than that to get big. Biggie Langston picking up Medusa. Oh, Medusa got him. How'd that happen? No! Biggie Langston got body slammed by Medusa. Biggie Langston, that body slam by Medusa on him, Renee Young says. I think Corey Graves, I understand with you, Renee Young said. I think Biggie Langston is the greatest TWF heavyweight fighter we have. More greater than Roman Reigns, because he takes on all dares, unlike Roman Reigns that bitches and does not. That's because Roman Reigns has a Spaniard, Corey Graves says. He has a Spaniard. He doesn't have to wrestle all the time. He's got a Spaniard, Corey Graves said. What would that Spaniard be, Lois says? Would that Spaniard, by any means, scave, shame, bitch, and ask everyone to onlook him? Well, I would say that is the Spaniard, and everyone should give him the onlook, Corey Graves said. He is the world heavyweight fighter. And we shouldn't give any onlook, Corey Graves says. Meaning, we should not give any onlook to Biggie Langston, who's a TWF heavyweight fighter? I didn't say that, Corey Graves says. Well, Renee Young said, you're taking a lot away from Biggie Langston. Medusa, the big ending. Medusa got the big ending. The big ending by Biggie Langston. 1, 2, 3. Ding, ding, ding. Here is your winner. And still the TWF heavyweight fighter, Biggie Langston. And Biggie Langston is still the TWF heavyweight fighter, Renee Young says. And I think you've been taking a lot away from him. It's true he's not been a TWF heavyweight fighter as long as Roman Reigns been the world heavyweight fighter, Renee Young said. But he has taken on all dares. Well, we'll have to see about that, Renee Young said. We'll have to see how many dares Biggie Langston takes up, Elois said. Well, here's one dare he don't want to take up, Corey Graves said, and that is Saffron. Hey, Biggie Langston. Ever since last week, when I won the right to fight you, after I beat SpongeBob SquarePants, Kevin Owens, Belasca and Finn Balor, and a pull, there was a steeple, there was no steeple, because because someone forgot to put the steeple in. But anyway, I won the right to go for the TWF heavyweight winnings. And there ain't nothing you're going to do to stop me. Well, pick the time, pick the stead, and I'll give you the big ending, just like I did the Wonder Woman, which I got on look for, Jason Voorhees, Bobby Lashley, and Medusa. And Seth Rollins, I'm going to put your name to that list of folks. Yeah, right. Good one, Bobby Lashley. Good one, because one day I'm going to be the TWF heavyweight fighter. I'm one curve stomp away. Well, I fought well, Renee Young said. Seth Rollins believes he is going to become the TWF heavyweight fighter. Yeah, he does, Elois said. He does believe in himself. He did beat SpongeBob SquarePants, Kevin Owens, Belasca, and Finn Balor to win that right. Yes, Elois said. Yes, he did, Corey Graves says. But he doesn't believe it. In his mind, he already is the TWF heavyweight fighter. And now Seth Rollins is going to be talking with Jonathan Coachman. All right, Jonathan Coachman says, Renee Young, I'm here to talk with Seth Rollins. All right, Seth Rollins, you believe that you are going to be the man to beat Biggie Langston. Ha! I already have beat Biggie Langston. Biggie Langston, he's way too much busy hanging out with Holy Fellow Nicholas and Jesus the Healer, or Jesus the Freer, to dare with me. Oh yeah, he may have beat Wonder Woman and Jason Voorhees and Bobby Lashley and Medusa, but that's not like beating me. At the end of the day, I will be the TWF heavyweight fighter. I will be the one. And fuck Kenny Omega, fuck Moose, and all means, fuck them, because they're not going to come any close to that. Yeah, and fuck Roman Reigns too, because he hasn't given me a shot. But I'm going to tell you right now, sooner or later, not this month, but at Holiday Hell, you will see me, Curve Stomp, Biggie Langston, and you'll see me as the new TWF heavyweight fighter. Well, that's Seth Rollins, and he seems to believe in himself, thinks he'll be the new TWF heavyweight fighter. Back to you, Renee Young. Well, thank you, Jonathan Coachman, for talking with Seth Rollins here on Impact. And it looks like it is all the time we got here. I am Renee Young for Elois and Corey Graves. We hope you like Impact or Striker Hit, and we'll see you tomorrow for Friday Night SmackDown.